wisdom meets everyone. Edu-Next-AI calls the world to see a future we're building for you and me. Egypt co-codes the future hand in hand. AI at the Nile's edge we stand. From our roots to the stars we soar high. Edu-Next-AI we rise, we try. Learning together bright and free. The Nile carries our destiny. The Nile carries our destiny.
And now we continue our journey moving from the Caribbean to Spain. And we have welcomed our next distinguished panelist, Mr. José Ramón de Miguel. And it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. José, my dear friend and brother from Spain, the principal of San Alfonso School. Mr. José is a dedicated educator with over 25 years of experience, 9 of which he has served as principal of San Alfonso School, a vibrant learning community of 700 students from 32 different countries. He began his journey as a physical education teacher, but his passion for education quickly expanded into leadership. With a master's degree in leadership and continued professional training, he has built a career grounded in the belief that education is the most powerful way to shape the future of our students and the world. What makes Mr. José truly stand out is not just his experience, but his vision to create a positive and transformative environment where every student, regardless of background, can thrive and prepare for the future. Mr. José, we are honored to have your voice in this global dialogue. The floor is yours. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, José.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I'd like to start by expressing my sincere gratitude to Dr. Nohab for inviting me to this incredible event. I've been following all the steps, and the effort and quality of that is truly impressive. Thank you. I'm going to share my screen if you don't worry. Yeah. Well, as Dr. Noha mentioned, I have been working in Europe, in Spain, in Madrid, in the capital of Spain, in the center. I have been working for 25 years. We have students from 32 different countries, including Bangladesh, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Morocco, Egypt. We have 2 families from Egypt too. And all of them were not born in Spain, so they don't speak our language. And that this means teachers have to make a conscious effort to develop and deliver lessons in a different way. Of course, we also have students with learning difficulties, also autism or ADHD. We tailor our lesson plans for every individual student, adapting them to meet their specific needs. So I use AI to that. But before to explain how we use AI, I'm going to describe the Spanish education system, because we start with early childhood education. This stage is divided in 2 cycles. The first one, from 0 to 3 years, is not compulsory, but almost all parents choose this education because they have to work, and that education is very important for the development of the children. And after that, from 3 to 6 years. This education, this stage is not compulsory, but it's free. In Spain, almost all kids attend this class because it's paramount to start in primary in the best way. Primary education is from 6 to 12 years. It's compulsory and is free for everyone. Of course, we can choose between public and private schools, but all of us have the opportunity to have a free education. Secondary is compulsory too. It's from 12 to 16 years. And this stage is very important because they are preparing for upper school. So in Spain, it's compulsory to study from 6 years to 16. And they can't go or study at home. They need to go in school or wherever. After that, after 16 years, they can choose between work or study again. If they choose study, they go to high school or upper education. In Spanish, bachillerato. It's not compulsory, but it's free. And they obtain the graduate certificate, which gives them access to either upper secondary school or a university. If they don't want to go to university, they can choose a vocational training. It's not compulsory and it's free more or less because there are some schools, high schools, who offer vocational training, but there are many private schools and we combine both of them. And at the end, they can go to the university with bachelor degree or master degree or doctoral degree. That is very similar in Europe because we have the same program from Europe and many countries as Turkey or whatever. But now we are going to speak how teachers use AI. Of course, it's pretty different from elementary school to upper or university school. So I'm going to deliver how we use in my school from 0 to 16, from elementary to compulsory secondary education. We use to content creation and lesson planning. We generate lesson plan, inputting a topic and the children age, and the AI can suggest activity, ideas, learning, objectives, everything in 2 minutes, 1 minute. Of course, after that we have to review but we can create a general lesson, summarizing complex texts, scientist tests, articles, especially for secondary, and we can organize the information and help educators to find relevant educational resources. In that way, we save time. But the most important thing, the paramount thing for us, could be personalized learning. As I told you, we have students from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different families. So we need to personalize the learning for them. We generate exercise games that adjust to each child's pace and level, reinforcing areas where they have difficulties and building on their strengths too. We use virtual tutoring from AI to offer students step-by-step solve problems, such in a math or whatever. Give them a feedback and foster their autonomy. That is very important to foster their autonomy and their critical thinking. So we design teaching materials and different presentations for each student. We change the presentation for each student. And with the help of AI, we can do that in a few times. On the other hand, we use AI to administer support. We waste many time with paperwork, bureaucratic official, and that is still time for our children. So we use to generate progress reports, organize schedules, manage communication with families. At the end, freeing teachers from paperwork. They want to teach. They want to keep in contact with students. Don't do paperwork all the time. Yeah. More or less, that is how teachers use AI. I don't want to repeat another question about Kenny or other teachers, panelists, but now I want to explain you how to implement a plan, a project in your school. As principal, is very important, it's paramount for building a strong team where everyone support and feels supported, and where everyone pulls in the same direction. Therefore, I'm going to explain some key points. The first one, know your teams, your teacher's team. Firstly, it's crucial to understand your teacher's skills, their goals, their qualities. You shouldn't expect them to do something they are unfamiliar for. For example, if you have more experienced teachers who are not comfortable with digital, with internet, with AI, you will require a different strategy and more effort to implement the project compared to a situation where many of them are already motivated. So, before to start, we ask ourselves, do they all then like AI? How many use AI in their daily routine? Do they let students use AI? We determined how many teachers were for and against of the use AI in the school. We were surprised that 20% of the teachers used AI 2 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, in their daily routine. And another 40% had used it occasionally, which gave us a solid foundation to start. Yeah? So, on the other hand, we found that 30% more or less of the teachers don't mind AI. Yes, it's good or not, but I don't use, but I don't mind to use, yes. And just a 10% of my team were 50 teachers, so 4 or 5 teachers, just 4 or 5 teachers were against it. Were against AI, the use, yeah, they want it. But plenty of them was contrary to be used by students, fair or whatever. So before to designing the plan, we decided to motivate and engage all the teachers. So we searched the internet for successful resources, plans, programs, and showed them how other teachers from other cities, from other countries, from other schools had saved time by using these materials. and that the resources were just as good as those found in textbook or elsewhere. So we saw them as examples and explained them the advantages of use AI. When everyone want to use that, was the moment to make a plan. A plan with realistic goals, planning carefully the contents, activities, of course, the assessments, the deadlines. We have to do that before that year or before that month. Everything was planned in a very good way. I have to say that they were working very hard. In 1 year, we implement our plan, and now, 5 years before, and we're very proud to say that was a success plan. We evaluate every year different goals and tasks, and everyone pull in the same direction. We need to train the teachers. You are going to need train teachers. You are training ourselves today. All teachers need training. So we hired expertise, we generate time and space for students. So at the end, when you do any plan, please evaluate your plan, review it. If something is wrong, don't worry about it. You can change it, but continue with the plan. And no more. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. And if you have any question, please write or hand your up. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose, for being with us today. It was very inspiring, creative, and innovative speech. Thank you very much. And for now, we are going to have, okay, we have time for questions. So any one of you have any question? There is Maha Hosni, yeah. I will, Riham, could you please unmute Maha?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, can you please unmute Maha? We have a question from here. They didn't give me a chance to ask any questions. My audience are very active. They always raise their hands and take my time, but it's okay. Maha, the floor is yours. You can talk. We are waiting.
Yes, Dr. Maha, you can just talk now.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much for having this gorgeous opportunity and this celebration of having AI worldwide. So my question to our doctor is, how can we move from being just consumers of artificial intelligence to active creators? Thank you.
Wow, this
Yes,
is
I
a
think
perfect question. That is paramount, is the key point indeed. We have to create. So we have to teach robotic programming in our schools. Of course, we have in Spain, and I suppose that in Europe and USA, and we have a big problem with the screens. The students, kids, teenagers waste many time with their screen, with their mobile phone, but they didn't know how to use in an intelligent way. So we decided to start with them step by step. We teaching them how programming, how do robotic, how design any game with different tools for robotics, and that is the key of the future of the students to pass the consumer from consumer to creators. Yes, it's good.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you.
Well,
Jose, I wish we have a lot of time to have a great discussion with you, but you know, we don't have such a time, but please promise us to give us a separate session after this conference, as my audience have a lot of questions. Myself, I have a lot of questions also. Your presentation was very inspiring, very creative, and very innovative. It is such a great honor and a privilege to have you today. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's highly appreciated. Thank you.
thank you.
Waves shine in the morning sun. Egypt's wisdom meets everyone. Edu-Next-AI calls the world to see a future we're building for you and me. Egypt co-codes the future hand in hand. AI at the Nile's edge we stand. From our roots to the stars we soar high. Edu-Next-AI we rise, we try, learning together bright and free. The Nile carries our destiny. The Nile carries our destiny.